Hello, everyone. Welcome to How Do You Spirit? And today, our special guest is Justice. Hi, Justice.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
Nervous.
And don't be nervous. Nobody cares. We do not care. We're here to be crazy and have fun, right? We are recording episode number 14 today. So already 14 into the new year. So that's amazing. And we're going to be talking about some spooky stuff, spooky, ghostly experiences that Justice has experienced. So let's start with story number 1. What you got for us?
So the first story is, I think I was about like 15 or 16.
Uh-huh.
And I was at my friend's house and we used to like rap.
Yes.
Terrible. And they all went upstairs. We were all in the basement making beats and stuff.
Making beats, music beats.
Yeah.
I'm like, beats? You were
Yeah.
canning beats? No, anyway, go ahead.
The vegetable beats.
Yeah.
We were making beats, and then my friends, they all went upstairs, and I was down. Well, they went upstairs. I was downstairs by myself, and my friend's dog comes to the windowsill.
Uh-huh.
And I know it sounds crazy, but I swear to God, he came right up to me. He's like, Justice? But he said it like in how a dog would sound if they spoke
Talk.
English. Yeah, and it was
Okay,
so weird.
so wait a minute. We're going to be having a pet psychic on here in the next in June. Yeah. Maybe you're a pet psychic and you don't know it.
I mean, I hope not, because I was like, that was scary.
Okay, so carry on. Sorry.
Oh, no. I mean, at that point, I was like terrified. I ran upstairs. I told my friends, and they're just like,
They didn't believe you.
Hell no. I mean, I don't doubt them. Like, I mean, I don't blame them, but
Yeah.
I swear it happened.
I believe
And
you.
My friend's house that we were at,
Uh-huh.
we have all seen like a lot of just like weird ghost stuff at his house.
Like, do you see like the actual ghosts, like people, spirit stuff?
I saw a woman too. Well, like when I first started hanging out with him at his house and stuff, he told us that his mom was being like followed by a spirit or something.
Uh-huh.
But like every house they went to, that there was like just a ghost there or something.
Uh-huh.
And we were in his kitchen one night, and I looked at the top of his stairs, and like clear as day, I saw like a woman just at the top of the stairs, and was.
Did you, so when you when I see spirit, like when I'm doing readings, I don't see like features like we're looking at each other. Did you like see how detailed, I guess, was this woman? Does she?
I know that she had black hair.
Uh-huh.
I can't really remember like what she was wearing or anything.
Yeah.
It just, I was
Just
looking
enough.
down, and I looked up for a minute, and I was like, yo. Like, I looked right back down. I was like, dude.
Just enough to freak you out.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. It was very weird.
So did the friends, did anybody else see that same spirit?
Not that
woman?
night, no. But my buddy whose house we were at, he's seen multiple like ghosts or whatever at his house. His mom has, but I don't know if it was like the same ghost.
That's
lady.
where I was
Yeah,
going
like, I
with
don't
it. Like,
know.
was it the same
Woman in black.
looking person, right?
I don't know. Well, I don't know, like, because I don't know, like, I don't believe that like spirits are necessarily like trying to haunt people.
Right.
Like, I think they have like bigger things to do once they're dead. Like, I don't think you die and then you're just like, I'm gonna like haunt the living. Like, I don't know. All I know is like, yeah, but when I die, if I turn into a ghost, I'm not gonna like
Bother hunting people.
still bother like the living world. Like, I'll be doing ghost shit.
Well, sometimes I've learned over the years that sometimes like homes are just haunted. You know, just spirits hang out for whatever reason, or there's energies that can be associated with houses and places and things like that. Yeah, residual hauntings. Yes.
Well, and like houses can be built on like burial grounds or whatever. Like, we don't know what was like what used to be on this ground.
Yeah,
before it was
and
like a neighborhood and stuff.
that's where the residual hauntings come in because, you know, maybe way, who knows how long ago there was something like that there, or there was a traumatic event or something like that. And that's where the residual hauntings come in from.
Is that what that means?
Mhm.
Like, it's just like ghosts that have just been chilling there for a long time.
Yeah, they just kind of hang out. Yeah. But then also as people, we can bring spirits home with us. Not knowing they'll attach to us and come and, hang out with us, which isn't always a good thing.
No, well, I mean, it wouldn't. I wouldn't trip as much if I knew their intentions.
Yeah.
Like, well, it's like
You
everything.
should have asked them, why are you here?
Everything at 3 a.m. is scary.
Yeah. True.
If I see my son walking down the hall at 3 a.m, I might kick him. I don't know, just to do
Do
it.
you? So when you say everything at 3 a.m. is scary, that leads me to
It's not like witch hours.
yes, the witching hour
Mhm,
between 3 and 5. Have
mhm.
you experienced things during that time in the night?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It's weird though because I feel like I only experienced all this like ghost sightings and stuff when I was younger. I haven't really seen anything as an adult.
It's because you shut it out. You tune it
Yeah,
out.
it makes me wonder if it's just like maybe it's because when you're younger you still have more of an imagination than
And
you
you're
do when
more
you're an adult.
connected.
And yeah, you could be more connected
Yep.
as well. But
100%.
there was this one night me and my buddy were walking home and like all the street lights on like they were all out except one,
Uh-huh.
and there was this dog standing in the middle of that street light,
Uh-huh.
and me and my friend were getting nervous because he was just staring at us. So we're like, oh dude, we're probably gonna have to like run. He looks like he wants to bite us.
Yeah.
And we start walking closer, getting ready to run, and he just like just walks like into this like, I don't know, just walks forward.
Uh-huh.
And we get closer to the light and we see where he walked, and there was just a wall right there. But when we were like, we saw him like
Oh,
walk through it,
so
like,
he walked through the wall.
and I thought it
Oh.
was what's that, like a shapeshifter or something like that.
Yeah,
That's what I
yeah.
thought it was. And me and my friend, we were both scared. We ran all the way home. And then when I started telling people that story, my friend was like, "No, dude, we didn't see that, man. We didn't."
He was denying
Just
it.
made me look crazy as hell for no reason. I was like, "Bro,
He
you
was
got
in
like,
denial.
you know what we saw? Like, yeah, it was
So
weird."
when you say, yes, I saw all this stuff when I was younger, tell me about what was your age when you were experiencing these things?
I would say 13 to 16 is when I really saw like a lot of just like weird stuff. And me and my friends, we used to like break into abandoned houses just
Yeah.
to like just, I don't
Check
know,
them out.
check them out. It was also, yeah, it was just like the excitement out of it. Like
Yeah.
we weren't like breaking windows or anything. We would
Yeah.
just try to see if the door was unlocked or a
And
window
go
was
in.
open. Yeah, and if it was, we'd go in. And there was this one house we went into, and it was so weird. There wasn't like ghosts or anything. It just looked like whatever family was there just like left like this morning or something. Like it had really creepy pictures of kids in like black and white.
Really?
Yeah, and the way they were looking at the camera, it didn't like seem like a consensual photograph.
Yeah.
Like, I mean picture. Like, it was just like it looked so weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then there was this other house, and I don't want to tell the family name,
No,
but it
don't say
was
that.
their house burned down, and I think somebody in the family like died in the fire.
Uh-huh.
And so we went into that house, and it was all burnt and everything, and like there was definitely an energy there that it just felt so like creepy. It was just like, we got to
Yes.
get out of here, dude. We have no business in here. But
See, so with you saying even those things, I feel like that you kind of could sense the energies, right?
yeah,
And
definitely.
yeah.
But I also like wonder if what makes you feel like that is because you know something happened here, and so maybe like you're feeding into it a little bit more. Like you're just getting a little more scared than you normally would because you know something like kind of horrific
Bad.
happened here.
Yeah.
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 I think that's scary in itself,
It
right?
is. It is.
Going into something and knowing what happened, and then you just get that feeling, that ick feeling.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then maybe being sensitive too, adds, it just compounds that
Well, yeah, and it also was like
sensation.
it also wasn't like respectful either for like the family. Like we really
Mm-hmm.
had no business being in there.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
but yeah, like I don't know. The only times I see like weird spiritual things now is like if I wake up at night,
Yeah.
I'll look by my door. And actually, when I lived with my cousin, we both I was telling him that I woke up in the middle of the night,
Uh-huh.
and I looked by my door, and I felt like I saw this like shadow guy, and he was wearing a hat.
Yes.
And my cousin was like, "Was it like a top hat type hat?" And I was
Yeah.
like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Dude," he's like, "I've seen the same guy here." And I was like, "Don't like
The
the Hat
Hat
Man?
Man.
What's that?"
Yeah.
What is
Okay,
that?
Chelsea's talking behind the scenes.
All right. All right. Well, yeah, he's whatever his business is. He's creepy. He's hella creepy.
So do your other friends, like, do you still talk to those friends today?
No, no.
Oh,
Well,
okay. So they're
I
more
still talk to one
childhood.
of them.
Uh-huh.
Like me and him, we've been friends for like over 15 years now.
Yeah.
But yeah, the rest of my friends that I used to hang out with, we kind of just all like fell out. Like
Right.
kind of outgrew them and stuff.
Does any of the stories get brought up today about the creepy stories?
Yeah, me and my friend, we'll still talk about it every once in a while.
Yeah.
And I think he still like believes it, even if he doesn't want to admit it, because it's just like, come on, like I don't know. I've never made up those kind of stories.
Right.
Like I know what I heard, like especially when that dog said my name. I heard
Yes.
it clear as day. Like
Yes.
no one could tell me that he did not say that to me. Like it was weird.
Have you had any more other experiences with animals since that time besides seeing the dog kind of walk through the wall? Oh, oh, we're looking to see
Yep.
what.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
let's see.
Yep.
Let me see.
Oh.
Go
What is he, a
look
debt
at.
collector?
Show him in the.
Yeah, it's the spiritual debt collector. If you die and you have like you owe taxes and stuff,
Right.
it'll still get you.
So, what's the story behind the Hat Man? Okay, let's see. Let's see what. Oh, damn, that's a lot. Hat Man is a phenomenon in which witnesses report seeing a shadow like entity dressed in a trench coat and a hat of some kind, usually a fedora.
Pilgrim.
The Hat Man acts like a ghost and is almost always seen just standing up. The form can simply fade into the whiteness, no longer sees it, and has no apparent reaction to people. So he just like shows up and says, "Hey,
See, that's like weird.
interesting."
Like I think, like I said, it wouldn't scare me as much as if I just like knew what you wanted.
Right.
But it's like,
What the purpose was.
yeah, because it's like even like if a living person, if I wake up and somebody's just watching me sleep, that is creepy.
Yes.
But if it's just like a black pilgrim with no face, that's like way more scary.
Yes. So when you said about people watching you sleep, so when I do readings, a lot of the times, loved ones, I get this often, will sit on the person's bed. The loved one that's passed will sit on the person's bed, and that's just a way of them kind of being present with them, and they don't mean any harm, of course. But yeah, I've had that come up in a few of my readings where
Yeah, but why can't they do that during the day?
right.
'Cause,
So
yeah,
it's
like
not so scary.
yeah, like just like yeah, I would love to see my grandpa again, but not like 3 in the morning when I wake up and he's just chilling in my doorway. It's like,
Right.
what are you doing, dog? That was really weird.
Yes, it is. It's scary. So have you ever played with a Ouija board?
Yeah,
You have?
yeah. I got it at Toys
And
R Us.
Toys R Us.
Mhm.
And what did you feel like using the Ouija board? Like, I've never dared to play with one. And I shouldn't be afraid of them, honestly. It's just a way to communicate with spirit. But what did you get freaked out doing that?
No, like me and like we did it at a cemetery, and
Oh,
so like we didn't
that's
want to.
creepy.
Yeah, it is, but like nobody wanted to do it at our houses.
Yeah.
So it was just like just in case this is real,
Yes.
let's like not
Don't
do it
want to
at
be
home.
bringing
Yeah.
anything in.
My parents would have tripped.
Right.
Brought a ghost home.
Right.
Yeah. But I don't know. Like I think just with Ouija boards for me personally, just the fact that like I got it at Toys R Us kind of
It killed it for you.
negates like any. Yeah, it's just like it was like right next to the Transformers aisle.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I believe in that. I think if you believe in it more, then I think it has more of an effect on you.
I think when you believe more, you're more open to receiving it, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're more open to receiving the messages or seeing things or, the interaction with spirit for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that. I believe that.
Yeah. So you haven't seen anything spooky really since You've become a grown up.
I technically, yeah. But no, just the Hat Man, I guess. So.
Yeah.
The spiritual debt collector.
Do you have any weird dreams that you can recall or anything?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I used to have this dream when I was a kid, and it
Mm-hmm.
would just be like random. In the dream, I would always be downstairs at in my old house, and
Mm-hmm.
I'd either be like playing with my siblings, or I'd have friends over, and then like last minute, everyone would be like, "Let's like go upstairs or run outside," and they'd all run upstairs, and I would always be the last one up.
Yeah.
And then as soon as like my foot was about to touch the top stair, like I would have this like black arm grab
Oh.
me from like a door and like just drag me into darkness.
Oh,
And
wow.
I had that dream a lot, like at
Wow.
least through my childhood. And I can't remember the last time I had it, how old I was,
Uh-huh.
but I had that dream, and then I finally made it up the stairs, and I've never had that dream ever again. It was so weird. It
Interesting.
was so weird. It was weird. I don't know what it like. I don't know if that's
I
like
wonder if
autism or
I
like
wonder
I
if
don't
that
know.
was something to do with you being fearful of something and it kept repeating and then you finally breaking
That's what I
through.
was thinking. Like maybe it was
Yeah.
like some kind of like like spiritual battle that I was having within myself or something, and
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
finally like got past whatever it was.
Right.
But yeah, like I don't know.
I
Like
feel like that's like a breakthrough from something. Did you have something going on at that time when those dreams were happening that you could recall that like a hard time? And you don't have to share what the hard time is
I
if
don't know.
you
That's fine.
had one, but was there anything that you can think of that would connect that kind of type of dream to a situation that you were living with?
Not any like particular situation. Like I
Yeah.
have like I've gone through my own stuff, like just like
Right.
throughout my whole life and stuff. But I can't like pinpoint like a specific thing that like
That would
that dream
stand
would like.
out.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
no, it was just a weird dream.
Yeah. Weird, scary dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't hear me, but for context, I'm talking about the Hat Man showing up when people are going through a hard time or being depressed.
Oh.
Which
Oh.
is weird because then he just makes you more distressed.
Right.
Like-
Here, let me just freak you out a
Yeah,
little
he's
more,
just like,
right?
I know you're going through it, so here I am. and now
Here,
you're
let
going
me
through it
help
even more.
you.
You can't tell anybody. It's like being abducted
Uh,
by a ghost.
Right,
Like I mean
right.
by an alien. It's just
Right.
like you can't share that story because everyone's like, you weren't abducted by a
Right,
alien.
right.
Like, you just sound crazy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So, do you you said you went to the cemetery with the Ouija board. Have you did you used to play in the cemeteries? Or was that like just a one kind
No,
of
that
one-off?
was for like vampires and stuff. Like I don't know, like
Do you
I've
believe in vampires? Be honest.
I don't know. I kind of do.
Mm-hmm.
On like as I'm getting older, like I'm just starting to learn that everything that I thought was fake or real, it's like the opposite. Like I
Uh-huh.
don't know if you saw that story like
Excuse me.
this was like a month ago. They're talking about like how the elites are eating mermaids. And like
Really?
yeah, they're saying like there's people that are I mean, I don't know, it's probably just people like trying to cash in on the viralness. But like
Right.
yeah, they're like it's just some like random guy that works at Starbucks. He's like, my sister was invited to one of these like elite parties and
I
they were
haven't heard of
they were
this.
eating mermaids and stuff. Like, yeah, I guess like that's like the poor people we eat sushi and like the rich people eat mermaids.
Oh my gosh.
Or it's just like I don't know, but it's just
You have to wonder though, because where did all of our stories come from? Like, the vampires, the werewolves, the mermaids, all the Egyptian stuff, all of that. Like, I feel like all of that stuff is real.
I think at some
The
point it probably
fairies,
was like yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know, like it's just I mean maybe now it's easier to hide all that stuff with everything else going on in the world.
Right, the
But
distractions.
yeah, that's always like one thing that I've always wondered about that because it's just like if all those things used to exist, like why don't more people like see them like
Mm-hmm.
or have some kind of encounter with them? But I think maybe like people get more caught up on like the folklore of like what they think a
Yes.
vampire is and actually like there could be a real vampire
Mm-hmm.
and they're not like drinking blood or like sleeping in a coffin.
Right.
They could just like
They're living like you and I.
yeah, they could be like 300 years old, like
Yeah.
going to high school with some girl.
well, Yeah, like I mean, I believe in all that stuff 100%.
Do you believe in like giants and stuff?
Giants?
Hmm.
I haven't thought.
I do
The
too.
giants?
Giants,
Yeah.
yeah. Because like Stonehenge and stuff, like there's
Yeah.
certain things, like even like I don't know, like pyramids, like it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
It's weird. I go back and forth with pyramids because I'm like maybe it was some like crate because like they.
Oh, the aliens built the pyramids.
I mean, it could be that, but I think like people also say
Mhm.
that because I think they don't want us to realize that we might be dumber than people were back then. And like the fact that we can't figure out how they did pyramids still, they're just like, well, had to be
Right.
like aliens and stuff, like because
I mean, how
how
could they
not?
build them that, so
Well, yeah,
precise in the blocks and
hmm
everything? And I think one thing is that people don't talk about that stuff because people think they're crazy,
yeah, no, well, like you can
right?
only have these kind of conversations with open-minded people, because yeah,
Exactly.
if you
Because people think you're nuts.
I think you're crazy. And then like, yeah, it was like back in the day, if you talk like this, they would just a white
Yeah.
van would come and pick you up and you would never be seen again. Put you in that jacket and just like haul you away.
And you'd be gone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you'd be
yeah,
gone.
that's true.
Hmm.
Yeah, I just think people are becoming more open-minded, like you said, right? We have to have an open mind and sharing stories. And I think the more people that share their stories, and that's why we're here to share the stories,
The crazy stories.
the crazy stories,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
Then it becomes more, it gets people thinking about it more like, oh my gosh, maybe the vampires are real, maybe the werewolves are real. Do you tongue that's a tongue twister. Do
It is.
you So you mentioned the shape-shifting thing.
Yeah.
So you obviously have some belief about the shapeshifters?
I do believe that. I
Y-
do. I don't know. Like, I've kind of always attributed like people to like animals. Like, there'll
Okay.
be some people I meet and I'll just be like,
Really?
you
You
kind of
have
look.
an animal?
Yeah, where I'm just like, you kind of look like a monkey, or
Or
you like my grandma. She was watching. She used to take care of this lady that had
Uh-huh.
dementia, and she moved her into our house for like a week, and then it was
Too much?
way too much.
Yeah.
TMI, but she like pooped on my feet. It was
Oh my gosh.
it was bad. But like but my so she ended up like her son ended up putting her in a home, but my grandma kept her dog,
Uh-huh.
and it's weird because her dog looks just like her, and so it's
Yeah.
kind of like she's still here. Like her dog looks like
So you still have the dog. The
yeah,
grandma's
like
still got the
they
dog.
got the same haircut. They both go to like Fantastic Sam's. Like yeah, no, it trips me out. Like that dog is like her. It's weird.
So do you I'm going somewhere with this. When you meet people or have friends or see people or whatever, do you really is that like something that comes to your mind soon is like, "Oh, you resonate with me as this animal."
Oh yeah. Oh
Really?
yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Wow.
I know this might be a little close-minded, but like people who like have like pet reptiles,
Uh-huh.
I just like they're all weird.
Really?
I
Yeah.
like I feel like it's a type. Like I get like certain like turtles, that's fine.
But you don't like the snakes and lizards and stuff.
No. No, there's just like or even like if someone has a pet snake and it's like like whether it's a female or male,
Uh-huh.
they'll be like petting it like it's a cat. And they'll be like, she's so happy. And I'm just like you look at a snake's eyes and you're like, there's nothing behind those. Like I get it with dogs
They're
and cats.
empty.
Like, yeah, like you can tell like they show love,
Yeah.
all of that. But even like a cat, like I think they say that like you like die in your home
They'll
like
eat
2
you.
weeks in, like yeah, they'll start nibbling on you and stuff. But a snake, they'll do it instantly.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
it gets out of its cage and you're asleep, it'll eat you. Like
So when you meet a certain person and they remind you of an animal, like for a snake, do you feel like you're getting empty energy from that person maybe?
I
Like
just feel like I can't really like relate to them, and I don't know. It could be more telling about me than them, but most people that I've met that have been like super into reptiles, like we just don't
you
click.
just don't mix.
Mm-mm,
That's so
no.
interesting.
Mm-mm,
I feel
mm-mm.
like you definitely have some animal connection, animal energy going on 100%.
I'm a werewolf.
Yes. Okay. Well, see? See? So why would you consider yourself why would you say that you're a werewolf? Like what makes you resonate with that?
I mean, I think it'd be cool to be a werewolf. It's kind of like it's like a vigilante. Like you're living like a double life. Like
Okay.
the full moon comes up, like
And you
kill.
go out and
Yeah, you like go kill a village. You're just doing just a bunch of bad shit, and then
yeah,
you just go back to your normal like
your normal
version.
self.
Go to work on Monday. It's just back to the norm and stuff.
Person by day, werewolf by
Yeah,
night. Okay,
straight up.
okay, I got
I would
that.
like that would be really cool. I would like to be a werewolf.
So we should have Chelsea pull a card. I want to see if there is anything that we get. Chelsea's behind the scenes, but we're going to switch seats here. Do you want to switch seats? Yes, that's what I'm saying. I want to ask the tarot if you have some sort of connection to animals.
Like a specific animal?
Just animals in general. I feel like you've got something to do with the animal stuff, just the animal energy, and where, like, I'm so curious as to what that means.
Yeah.
Because where
Yeah.
you resonate or you associate a person with a certain type of animal based on how they're acting or how they are, you know?
Yeah, and just sometimes how they look. Like,
Yeah,
I've
yeah, how they
seen
look.
people that look like fish, or
Yeah.
like
Right?
I've been told that I look like a fish.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
We got Chelsea down here on the floor. I'm so curious what the connection between the you and the animals.
Your hoodie is so fetch.
So, for context again, since you cannot hear me, I pulled the High Priestess reverse, and I'm explaining how it's like the psychic card, but there's a disconnection.
Yeah. So do you think
I do think it has
I'm getting the
tuned
chills?
into it.
Yeah.
How would I do that? Just like you feel like I like downplay it or something?
Yeah, I think that you're kind of I feel like you're afraid of it and don't really want to, like, you're kind of like, you just kind of don't know what to think, like you're kind of sketched out by it. But I think deep down, like in your subconscious, you know that you have that connection.
Yeah.
And I think I see you just like pushing it down, suppressing it.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Dude, yeah. That's why I'm like, maybe you need to like try to tune into the animals and try and talk to them.
I mean, it's with certain animals, like that's why I can't like I've never been a fan of the zoo,
Yes.
but now especially like it hurts me.
it
Like
creeps.
and
Really?
it's just like if you think about it, it's just a prison.
Oh,
it's
okay, so
it's an
the-
animal prison. Like,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
and especially with like with monkeys. Like if
Mhm.
you go to like the zoo and you see the monkeys, you just like you can see that they're depressed.
Yeah.
And you look at them and you're just like, that's like my third cousin. Like we are so close, and it's just like it's just
It's
weird.
upsetting
Yeah.
to you. Yeah.
Like I get why kids like it. Like
yeah.
it's totally fine. Like it's cool seeing like lions and stuff. But as you get like once you realize that like this isn't their like natural habitat, they have like a monkey in a room that's like this size, and it's just like they're not like
Right. How can they be
like-
happy in
like,
that environment? Yeah.
it's like basically like if you went on a
Mhm.
tour to like a prison, you're just like looking at all the inmates in the cells.
yeah, that
They're
makes
just like
sense,
they're just like
right?
throwing their poo at you and stuff. like-
yeah.
yeah, it's sad. I think we
Wow.
need to get rid of zoos.
Wow. That's,
Or at least like if you're gonna have zoos, I think they need to like try to like create their natural habitat so they feel more
as much.
like more at home. So
Mhm.
and that way you'd be able to see like a more natural version of that animal. 'Cause,
Right.
like it's cool to see monkeys, but I don't want to see a monkey that's like hunched over in the corner just like crying. you know,
Because
just,
they're
like
they're
yeah, because
caged.
they're just like they're just like
that
they're-
makes sense.
They're depressed
huh?
and sad.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I'll take my son to the zoo and he loves it, and I try to enjoy it as much as I can, but I'm just like, this is so sad. This is so sad.
Oh, I think we're finding out he might be kind of a big softie.
I am.
Anyway.
I am. I just feel like animals are just like they're just so pure, and I don't think that like I think it, like just with like humans, like we've just destroyed their like we share this world, and we're just destroying their living situation as well.
Yeah.
And I think like with humans, it's weird because I think we're the only species that is self-aware and has consciousness.
Uh-huh.
And I think it's like it's good for us, but it's also bad because we're the only species that like actively goes against nature.
Have you considered being a veterinarian?
No, I don't think I could like do that. I think I'm too like dumb.
No, you're not.
I don't know. Like, do they have to do like
You have to do a
open
lot
surgeries
of
on
school.
animals?
Yes.
Like, I don't know if I could do that.
You
Like,
couldn't do the blood and gut stuff.
No, like even when I see like roadkill on the ground, like
You get
I'll
upset.
see like a cat, like and it just has its like guts out. I kind of just get a little like queasy and just I don't know. Like, I would like to help, but
I feel like you would do really well in some kind of environment where there's animal sanctuaries or animal rehabs or animal, like, I feel like you would do really well with something like that because you have a connection with the animal world 100%.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. They're just like people are cool, but I don't know.
But
They're just
animals, like you said, animals are so innocent and
they're just
so
they're just so pure. Like I mean,
Mhm.
even dogs that like are abused and stuff, they'll still show love to their abusive owners and stuff. Like they just
Yeah,
want love and stuff. But like
they're
it's just
so loyal,
yeah, there's
right?
just like just dogs especially
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, dogs are
Excuse me.
you
Yeah,
got it takes a special kind of evil to like abuse an animal and stuff. Like
it truly, truly
yeah,
does.
like it's really sad people that
Yes.
do that.
Hey, I want you to turn it.
For context again, since you cannot hear me again, I ended up pulling the Page of Cups for justice.
Oh, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
This is kind of like a dreamy, childlike energy. Maybe he has a connection to children.
Well, I
Oh.
feel like this sounds like weird to say,
No,
but
say it.
I've always just kind of like in a lot of ways just have always felt like a child at heart. Where
Yes.
like I don't know, like just like as you get older and stuff, you're just like you're just expected to take everything so seriously and stuff. And I
Right?
think you just have to like tune into that child energy and just realize that not everything is so serious and like I mean
That is some great freaking advice, everyone.
yeah, like and also yeah, like you could still like you could be grown, be mature, and handle your business and whatever, but like you could still like have fun while doing it.
Yes.
I think it gets weird that like society once you get to a certain age, they're just like you can't have fun anymore. It's time to grow up and like just be
Mm-hmm.
miserable for the rest of your life, and it's just like why would I want to?
I'm actually re-listening to an audiobook, one of Wayne Dyer's, and it's that's one of the things he says in the book is don't be so serious.
Yeah,
You know?
Joker. Yeah.
Excuse me. Okay, so let's see. Okay.
These cards have been.
I ended up pulling the King of Cups also. That's just a masculine energy who's compassionate.
I thought it said King of Cups.
Oh, really?
King of Cups. Wow.
Oh, say I was right.
Maybe I should start getting more tarot readings. 'Cause these are
Right?
like scary, kind of accurate. Like
We
that's
might be
weird.
freaking him out.
No, it's just I'm not gonna like. I've never gotten too much into like tarots and like even like palm readings or whatever because I don't know if I
Believe it.
believe it,
Right.
but I have had like just that like those readings just barely were like weird. And there was this I was at a bar and there was this woman there that was reading my palms and like I thought she was like the feds or something. Like I was like, how do you
She
know?
did some
Yeah, I was
heavy
like, how do you know so
investigating.
much about me? Like she's the Hat Man. Yeah. She's like, I was in your apartment at 3.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I will have to talk more about that,
Yeah.
the animal stuff and the big softy stuff, and when we get done, because I'm super curious
Of
now.
course, yeah. Yeah, we should.
Okay, so what have you told me the scariest story, or do you have another? Do you have any other like stories that you can share that just like
Like ghost wise or
well,
anything
anything we
that I've
want to hear
seen.
anything.
Not really. Like at least not that I can remember right now. Those are just the ones that really like have stood out.
Right, the most.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like I haven't seen too much crazy things, at least like spiritual wise, I don't think.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know. Maybe hopefully I'll see like more.
You
Like
never
maybe
know.
I
Maybe you're gonna start talking to the dogs with
I
your
mean
mind.
I already do. Like, basically like I don't know. I love like most dogs like vibe pretty well.
Yeah.
I don't really like cats, but I don't trust cats.
No?
Oh,
Why?
and
Do they feel sneaky?
well, I like physically I can't trust them. I'm allergic.
Oh,
So
well,
my
okay.
body's letting me know that like we don't do cats really.
You can't do the cat
And I
thing.
like I grew up with cats.
Mhm.
Like we always had. I think we got our first dog when I was in like 10th grade.
Mhm.
But up until then, we just always had cats, and I was just allergic to them, so it was miserable.
Yeah.
But I don't hate cats.
Right.
I just feel like I relate to dogs more than cats because cats are just like, for the most part, they're just independent creatures. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes they'll cuddle up next to you.
It depends on the cat, right?
Yeah, like most cats, like the ones that I had growing up, they were all just like,
Off doing their own thing.
yeah, just shady. Like,
yeah.
they would leave at like 6 at night, come back like at 8. Like my dad, like they would come in like with my dad in his truck. And he was just like, "Were you at work with him? Like, where have you been all day?"
That's funny.
Yeah, no.
That's cool.
But yeah, no, I don't mind most animals except, like I said, reptiles.
They're just.
If I could, I would like gather up every reptile and just throw them in a volcano. But like, I don't know.
You should
Maybe
shuffle
like
the cards and let's ask what the reptile thing is. Let's see what the card says. Do you want me to pull one? And
yeah,
then...
plot twist. I'm a reptile.
Or you can. I just didn't know if you wanted to get up again. Okay. I want to see what the card says. Why the reptiles are so like, you're like, oof.
I mean, I am scared of snakes. I remember the first time I found out about like a boa constrictor. I was I would go to kids camp in the summer, and there was a bunch of holes in the ground, and I thought that they were snakes.
Yeah.
Doing it, and I thought they were gonna come and just like strangle me up and choke me out.
Coming and
like,
get you.
Just a bunch of black belt snakes.
Yes, yes. Be attacked by an army.
And then anacondas, like.
Oh yeah.
Like I'll never go to South America just from like.
Because of the snakes.
There's just way too much stuff out there that I've never had any experience with.
Yes.
That I'm like, I think I'd be more scared of like the reptiles out there than ghosts.
Yeah.
I'll take the hat.
It sounds like it.
Yeah. The scariest thing would be like a snake with a hat.
Okay, here, let's see. What is that? It's the judgment card. You're giving the snakes a hard time.
I mean, someone's got
to. That's so funny. Oh my gosh.
Weird.
That's so funny. What's that one?
He looks like he's holding a guitar.
So again, I pulled the Hierophant card, I think it was, and basically I got that. It was just like a tradition or like conditioning for him to hate snakes or just reptiles too.
I've hated my snakes like my dad and his dad before him. Like,
just a family
of
maybe
snake haters.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to memorize all of these?
What?
And then on this card it showed snakes, so we were laughing about that.
Ew.
Ew. The four of coins.
I might just be a snake.
Right. Okay. So what's it? What's the meaning of the 4 of coins?
So I got kind of confused by this, but the 4 of coins is typically selfishness or greedy energy. So I wasn't really sure what that meant in this context.
Okay.
I don't.
That's
I mean, I guess I save my change because that's all I'll have left sometimes. It's just like and nickels and stuff.
That's a pre-imprinted thing. Yeah. Well, that explains the dad that, that snake thing. Yeah. So yeah, you were raised that way. Yeah.
Well, it's weird. My mom, she has no issues with reptiles.
Yeah.
She's had pet snakes and stuff before. Yeah. But
yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe it was just
my dad's side or something.
Yeah. The behavior that you were raised around. So you kind of inherited it.
Maybe. I don't I don't know if my parents hate snakes, like, because I was adopted. So, like, my adoptive parents, like, I don't think we ever talked about snakes, and maybe that's why, because I hated them. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, I have one rule in this house: we don't talk about snakes. That's it.
No snake talk allowed.
Yeah, no.
Have you ever touched a snake or no?
Yeah, I have, and even just the way they feel is just so like
Slimy.
just get out of here, like get out of here, and it's like like how they shed their like, oh, it's just all so gross. Like it just is disgusting.
That's funny.
And I don't even know how like people can like tell the difference between a female and male snake. It's like, how do you?
Yeah, I
How
have
can
no
you
idea.
figure that out? It's like I've never seen snake balls.
Right?
Right. I don't know.
Me neither. I don't think I want to find out either.
No, I'm cool on that.
Well, we're going to elaborate on this animal thing after the show.
Perfect. Yeah, you should.
Because I'm super curious now. But anyway, thank you for joining us, Justice,
Thank you for having me.
today.
This was fun.
And we might have to have you back after we've elaborated on the animal stuff, and maybe I'll give you some assignments.
Yes, I would love that. I would love that. That'd be cool.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, everyone. And please remember to visit our website, howdoyouspirit.com, and go to our YouTube channel at How Do You Spirit and subscribe and follow us on all the socials. Thanks for joining us.